My name's Evelyn, but everyone calls me Evie. I'm 68 now, living in a cozy little bungalow on East Camelback Road in Phoenix, Arizona. The kind of place where the sun beats down like it's got a personal grudge, and the AC runs non-stop from May to October. Back in the day, though, life wasn't so settled. It all started in 1998, when I was just 43, working as a waitress at a diner off Interstate 10. The air always smelled like greasy fries and burnt coffee, and I'd come home with my feet aching, tips barely covering the rent. That's when my daughter, Lisa, dropped the bomb. She was 19, fresh out of high school, and she'd been running around with this no-good boyfriend named Jake. He drove a beat-up Ford pickup that reeked of cheap cigarettes and motor oil. One rainy evening in February, yeah, it rains in Phoenix sometimes, believe it or not, Lisa showed up at my door soaking wet, her mascara running down her face. "Mom," she sobbed, "I'm pregnant." I remember hugging her tight, the cold from her jacket seeping into my bones. We sat on my lumpy couch, the one I'd bought for $50 at a garage sale, and talked all night. Jake had bolted the second he heard, heading off to Miami or somewhere with beaches and no responsibilities. Lisa was scared, but I promised her we'd figure it out. I mean, what else could I say? She was my only kid, after my husband passed from a heart attack when she was 10. We'd been scraping by ever since. Fast forward 9 months to November 1998. Little Amelia came into the world at St. Joseph's Hospital, screaming her lungs out at 7 pounds, 2 ounces. She had Lisa's big blue eyes and my curly hair. The delivery room smelled like antiseptic and hope, you know? I held her first while Lisa recovered, and in that moment, I knew I'd do anything for that tiny bundle. But Lisa, she wasn't ready. At all. For the first few weeks, she tried. She'd feed Amelia at 2 a.m., change diapers in our cramped apartment on North 7th Street. But by Christmas, the cracks showed. Lisa started going out again, leaving me with the baby more and more. Just one night, "Mom," she'd say, slipping on her heels. "I need a break." One night turned into 2, then a week. By spring 1999, she was gone. Packed a duffel bag and left a note, "I can't do this. Take care of her for me. Love, Lisa." I found it on the kitchen table next to an empty coffee mug. My heart shattered right there, the pieces mixing with the crumbs from breakfast. Amelia was 6 months old, cooing in her crib, oblivious to the storm. So, there I was, a single grandma at 44, raising a baby all over again. I couldn't afford daycare on my waitress salary, $5.15 an hour back then, plus tips that averaged maybe $20 a shift. I picked up a second job as a cashier at the Walmart on West Bell Road, working evenings from 6 to midnight. The fluorescent lights gave me headaches, and the beeps from the scanners haunted my dreams. But 2 jobs weren't enough. Rent was $650 a month, formula cost $15 a can, and diapers added up quick. By summer 1999, I started a third gig cleaning offices downtown after midnight. I'd drive my old Honda Civic through the sweltering Phoenix nights, the air thick with dust and heat even at 1 a.m. I'd mop floors that smelled like lemon polish and stale sweat, finishing around 4 a.m., just in time to catch a couple hours of sleep before Amelia woke up. Those early years were brutal. I'd strap Amelia into her car seat and take her with me sometimes when the babysitter flaked. She'd sleep in the break room at the diner while I served plates of pancakes drowning in syrup. Customers would coo over her, slipping me extra tips. "You're a saint, Evie," they'd say. But I didn't feel like a saint. I felt exhausted, bone-deep tired, like the desert sun had sucked the life out of me. Amelia's first birthday in November 1999 was simple. I baked a cake from a $1.99 box mix, frosted it with canned icing that tasted like sugar and regret. We celebrated in our apartment, just us two, with balloons I blew up myself. She smashed her chubby hands into the cake, giggling, chocolate everywhere. That laugh. It kept me going. As she grew, so did the challenges. In 2001, when Amelia was 3, she got pneumonia. Hospital bills piled up, $3,200 after insurance, which I didn't have much of. I worked extra shifts, skipping meals to save cash. The diner air felt heavier those days, mixed with worry. But Amelia pulled through, her little chest rising and falling easier each day. We moved to a slightly bigger place on East Thomas Road in 2002, rent $800 now. It had a tiny yard where Amelia could play. I'd watch her chase butterflies in the 110-degree heat, spraying her with the hose to cool off. "Nana, look," she'd yell, pointing at a cactus flower. Those moments were gold. School started in 2004. Amelia was 6, starting first grade at Washington Elementary. I dropped her off in my uniform, smelling like coffee grounds. "Be good, sweetie," I'd say, kissing her forehead. After school, she'd do homework at the diner counter, coloring while I waited tables. My jobs shifted over the years. By 2005, I quit cleaning and started driving for a delivery service, think early Uber Eats, but with my own car. Gas was $2.50 a gallon, eating into profits. I'd deliver pizzas that smelled amazing, making my stomach growl since dinner was often just ramen at 25 cents a pack. Lisa. She popped up now and then, like a bad penny. In 2003, she called from Seattle, where she'd moved with some guy. "How's the kid?" she asked, casual as if asking about the weather. I bit my tongue. "Amelia's fine. She's walking now." Lisa promised to visit, but never did. Sent a $20 birthday card once, in 2005. Amelia asked about her mom sometimes. "Where's mommy?" I'd say she was away working, hating the lie but protecting her heart. By 2008, Amelia was 10, same age I lost my husband. She was smart, top of her class, loving soccer. I coached her team on weekends, even with my schedule. The field on North 24th Street smelled like fresh-cut grass and sweat. "Go, Mia," I'd cheer, my voice hoarse from yelling. Finances were tight. In 2010, the recession hit. Diner tips dropped to $10 a shift. Walmart laid off part-timers. I scrambled, taking a job at a call center in Temp, answering phones from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. The office smelled like popcorn from the microwave and desperation. Pay was $9 an hour. I'd nap in my car during breaks, dreaming of a day off. But we made memories. Summers meant trips to the public pool on West Indian School Road, splashing in chlorine-scented water. Winters, we'd drive to Flagstaff for snow, a 2-hour trek in my rattling Civic. Amelia's eyes lit up seeing flurries, building snowmen in 30-degree chill. Teen years brought drama. In 2012, Amelia was 14, starting high school at Central High. Boys, friends, the works. She got her first job at 16 in 2014, bagging groceries at Fry's for $7.25 an hour. "Nana, I wanna help," she said. Proud. Understatement. I saved every penny. By 2015, I bought our house on East Camelback for $180,000, a fixer-upper with creaky floors and a leaky roof. Mortgage was $1,200 a month. I quit the call center, down to 2 jobs, waitress and delivery driver. The house smelled like fresh paint when we moved in, Amelia's room pink like she wanted. She graduated high school in 2017, valedictorian. I cried through her speech, the auditorium air-conditioned bliss in June's 115-degree heat. "Nana raised me with love and 3 jobs," she said. Crowd cheered. She got a scholarship to Arizona State University, studying nursing. College years flew. Amelia lived at home, commuting to Temp campus. I'd pack her lunches, turkey sandwiches on $2 bread. In 2021, she graduated at 23, landing a job at Banner Health Hospital, starting salary $65,000. "Nana, we're set," she beamed. Life eased up. I retired from waitressing in 2022 at 67, just doing deliveries part-time for fun. The house was paid off, last payment $1,200 in March 2023. We celebrated with steak from Costco, $25 for 2 ribeyes, grilled in our backyard under string lights. Then, in July 2023, the knock came. Phoenix was scorching, 118 degrees, air shimmering like a mirage. I was inside, fan blasting, sipping iced tea that tasted like lemon and summer. Door pounded. I opened it, and there she was, Lisa, 44 now, looking rough. Bleached hair fried, skin tanned leathery from years in Miami sun. She wore a tank top and shorts, smelling like cheap perfume and cigarettes. "Mom," she said, "no hello. Long time." I stood there, stunned. "Lisa, what are you doing here?" She pushed past me into the living room, eyeing the place. "Nice house. I need to talk." Amelia was at work, thank God. I closed the door, heat wave hitting like a slap. "Talk about what? You vanish for 24 years, now you show up." She flopped on the couch, the one I'd reupholstered for $150. "I'm in trouble. Bad divorce in Miami. Ex took everything. I need a place to stay." My blood boiled slow. "A place? This is my house. Amelia's home." Lisa smirked. "Amelia? Oh, the kid. Yeah, about that. I heard she's doing well. Nurse, right? Good for her. How'd you hear?" I asked, suspicious. "Facebook. Tracked you down." She lit a cigarette, ash falling on my carpet. "Anyway, Mom, you're old. Probably retiring. I figure, as your daughter, I deserve half this house. Inheritance and all." I laughed, bitter. "Inheritance? You abandoned us. I raised Amelia alone. 3 jobs, Lisa. 3. She waved it off. "I was young. Stupid. But legally, I'm your heir. Dad's will said everything to us equally, but since he's gone, it's mine too. My husband had a small life insurance, $10,000, which I used for Amelia. No will mentioned Lisa specifically after she left. But she didn't know that. You can't just demand my house," I said, voice shaking. "Watch me. I'll get a lawyer. Sue for my share." She stood, pacing. "Or sell it, split the cash. Houses here go for $400,000 now." The audacity hit me. Years of sacrifice flashed, sleepless nights, aching back, missed holidays. "Get out," I whispered. "Not till we settle this." She crossed her arms. That's when Amelia walked in, keys jingling. "Shift over early." She froze, seeing Lisa. "Nana? Who's this?" Lisa turned, fake smile. "Hey, kiddo. I'm your mom." Amelia's face paled. She'd seen photos, knew the story. "You? The one who left?" "Yeah, well, life's hard." Lisa shrugged. "But now I'm back. Family reunion." Amelia stepped forward, eyes fierce. "Back? For what? Nana's money?" Lisa laughed. "Smart girl. Yeah, the house. Half's mine." "No," Amelia said, calm. "Nana owns it free and clear. And guess what? She deeded it to me last year." Lisa's jaw dropped. "What?" I nodded, remembering. In 2022, after paying off the mortgage, I transferred the title to Amelia for $1, via a quitclaim deed at the Maricopa County Recorder's office. Cost $25 to file. "For your future," I'd told her. "You're lying," Lisa spat. Amelia pulled out her phone, showing the deed PDF. "See. Dated April 15, 2022. It's mine now." Lisa lunged for the phone, but Amelia dodged. "You abandoned me. Nana raised me. This house is ours." "You little brat," Lisa yelled. "I'll contest it. Undue influence." "Good luck," I said, finding my voice. "Witnesses, lawyer, all legit. And abandonment. Courts hate that." Amelia dialed 911. "Police. There's a trespasser in my house." Lisa's eyes widened. "You wouldn't." Cops arrived in 10 minutes, sirens wailing in the heat. 2 officers from Phoenix PD, badges shining. You need to leave," one said to Lisa. "This is my mom's house," she protested. "Not anymore," Amelia said, showing papers. They escorted Lisa out, her screaming echoing down Camelback Road. "You'll regret this." She tried suing. Filed in August 2023 at Maricopa County Superior Court, claiming fraud. Cost her $300 in fees, from what I heard. Our lawyer, a friend from church, charged us $500 flat. Hearing in October. Judge, a stern woman in her 50s, reviewed docs. Ms. Lisa, you abandoned your child 24 years ago, she said. No contact, no support. Deeds valid. Case dismissed. Lisa stormed out, defeated. Last I heard, she slunk back to Seattle, crashing with friends. Amelia and I. Stronger than ever. We remodeled the kitchen in 2024, new counters for $2,000. She met a nice guy, a doctor at her hospital. Weddings next year. Looking back, that confrontation was the explosion after years of building pressure. Lisa thought she could waltz in, take what wasn't hers. But life doesn't work that way. The lesson. Family isn't just blood, it's who shows up, day in, day out. And boundaries. Set 'em firm. You deserve peace after pouring your heart into raising someone. Don't let toxic folks steal your hard-earned joy. If you're dealing with family drama, remember, you're stronger than you think. Thanks for listening, y'all. Drop a like if this hit home, and share your stories in the comments. See you next time.